Hey friends, this is I'm Hi Peeps here, and today we'll be playing Saving You From Yourself. This game is about gatekeeping for trans women. This game contains the use of unprescribed hormones, the unlicensed practice of medicine, and gatekeeping. This content is potentially upsetting. Please take care of yourself and do not play if you need uplifting content. If you need uplifting content, I will be playing some fun LGBT things. After this, I'm gonna play some lesbian things, which will be nice. So, timestamp, right there. Skip to it. And I understand and am willing to see such content. You are a transgender therapist. Am I a trans therapist, or am I a therapist that treats trans people? Your job is to not facilitate assessing medical care, but to prevent people from making mistakes. The patients you encounter might regret transitioning. Your job is to protect them from that. Only you can describe who is really... I don't think I can decide who is transgender. I mean it is about gatekeeping, but I don't think I can. Remember, each one of them wants only one thing from you. Access to medical care. Dude, why are we gatekeeping medical care? Don't give it to them unless you are sure they deserve it. Regret your first patient of the day. Ariel. You call out, she sends up. Patient information, legal name James Williams, sex assigned at birth, male, age 22. Ariel. I don't...
Ass.
No, okay. Errol. Good. Errol. You may come in. How long have you identified? Tell me about it. How long have you identified as a woman? I'm not sure how to place a date on something like that. I mean, do you remember the first time you felt you identified with your gender? Tell me when you decided you want to transition then. I was 14, but I was afraid of what my parents would do to me, so I decided to wait until I had a place on my own. It took longer than expected. You spent the rest of the session discussing this topic. Time to wrap this up. She handed me a check for $175. I was the only therapist in the area open enough to treat transgender patients. She paused for a moment. May I have approval for hormones? I'm sorry, but I think I've heard enough. I will write you a letter, but I encourage you to continue therapy with me. Processing transitioning can be difficult. Yeah, I mean, who am I to gatekeep what trans, Thank you so much. I was really scared you wouldn't allow me. The truth is that I sold half of my video games to make it to this appointment. I can't afford to keep going, but I will never forget the kindness you've shown to me, Arl said. Will you waive the $35 fee for writing a letter of approval home? Of course. Yes, I got the letter. I know, I can't believe it either. I thought for sure that they would be terrible. You should totally try them too. I have my blood work appointment for this Friday. I can't wait. I'm so excited. They took her blood. After the results were back, they wrote Arl a prescription. She picked up a prescription the next day and moved on with the rest of her life. Her life was not easy, but it was the only life she had and the only way she could live. She did not regret her decision to transition. The end. I guess it's the end. What happens if I don't give it to her, though? Tell me about your ideal body, then. She tenses up at this question. It's obvious that it makes her uncomfortable. I ask her for concrete details, testing her knowledge of the effect of hormones. She knows what they do, but is clearly uneasy about discussing her own body. Who would be comfortable about discussing their ideal body, though? I spend the rest of the session teasing apart this. She states that the effects of testosterone on her body bothers her, and that she would like to start hormones as soon as possible. I'm sorry, Arl, but I have to do this. I'm sorry, but I think you and I need to spend some more time together. Aww. Arl went back to her car without a letter of approval for hormones. What did I think just seeing a therapist would mean I could transition? How could I be so stupid? I'm an idiot. Why did I think anything would be so simple? She went to meet with her friend the next day. So you didn't get hormones? That's okay. I know a place. Come with me. Aura went with her friend Denise. Based on the content warnings of unlicensed medicine and all that, I don't think this is a good thing. They drove for about 2 hours before they arrived. Feed. The middle of nowhere opened up to a parking lot. Aura felt dwarfed by the huge red store in the middle of nowhere. A sign that simply read, Feed. Denise led Aura inside. She led Aura to the back, where there were small bottles and blister packets and boxes of syringe. I don't like this. Want some? She offered, holding a blister pack of estrogen and syringes towards her. It's okay. I think I'll wait and see what my therapist says next month. Suit yourself. A little over 1 month later. Arl, you ask, she sends up. You may come in. You stare at her and she avoids your eye contact. It's clear to you that she isn't actually there for therapy. She just wants a letter. Tell me how you decided on the name Arl. Let's talk about your sexuality. I'm going to, because the last ending was like the best end, right? So I have to go for the worst end that makes her uncomfortable. So let's talk about your sexuality. She's clearly uncomfortable with this line of questioning. I am uncomfortable with questioning her about this. I don't think I have any preference as long as I felt loved. One day I'd like to be with someone, but I don't really care about that kind of thing. Transgender people have a harder time dating. What would you do if you never found someone because you're trans? You ask. I would learn to love myself, Arl said. That's so wholesome and nice. You continued for the rest of the session, discuss it. I feel so bad. Her mood changed as he wrapped up the session. Write a letter. Please, I just want to transition. Her voice was shaking. I'm so sad. I'm sorry, Arl, but I think you need to learn to be more patient. Oh my god, that's a terrible way of stating that. I'm sorry. Worst ending. I need the worst ending. Hey, I got rejected again. Arl said. She paused for a moment. Could you take me there? Oh my god. You're going to feed. Of course. It's getting late. I'll take you there in the morning. They arrived. They entered feed. Your body will still make tea, but don't worry, I have a solution. They're called castration rings. Castration rings? Well, I don't know about rings, but on farms, they have like this tight rubber band that they put around animals' testicles to castrate them. And overall, it doesn't seem like a pleasant experience, and I don't... It's not the Promorhizosaurus. Are you sure the testicles are the one that makes testosterone? I don't know about dudes and bodies and all that, but... Testosterone is produced by the gonads, by the Leydig cells in the testes in men and ovaries in women. So it is made in the testicles. I'm sorry I scared you. It was scary when I did it, but... I was alone. There wasn't anyone back then to make sure I was okay, Denise said. Didn't it hurt? Arl asked. Do you think that surgery doesn't hurt? In the end, it's all the same. Transitioning is painful. I'm scared. I wish I could offer more. I hope things go better next month. Just remember to be careful trusting your therapist too much. There are a lot of them who just want to make you wait because it brings them money. Denise paused. Don't change yourself just because you think it'll make them approve you. Errol nodded. We can go again next month if you want. She looks like a prisoner waiting judgment. She didn't seem to notice you, lost in her thoughts. Arl, you may come in. She stands up patient. 23? It's been a year. You lead her to your office. Tell me about your childhood. Would you do if you could never transition? Bad ending, here I come. I would ignore you and find a way, she said fatly. She cut you off as she began to explore this topic with more hypothetical questions. Are you going to write an approval letter for hormones or not? Sorry. I've heard enough. I'm done. She left without paying you or making another appointment. I'm scared, Arl said. They went into the feed store together. Never saw her again. It is obvious now that she wasn't serious about You exist to protect people who aren't serious from making a mistake. You did not take this job to be liked. You did not do this job to make people happy. You do this job to protect them. Today you did your job. No, you didn't protect them. In fact, you put her in more danger than she would if she was actually doing transition the proper way. Anyway, next game. Oh. May 26th, 1910? It's a long time ago. Juliet, it has been only a month since you moved away, and I find myself yearning for you in every waking moment. And because of this, I have realized something that I must tell you. This game is called Annie? Anne? I'm gonna say Annie. Anne. Okay, her name's Anne. Doesn't have an I. Anne and Juliet. A game about two lesbians that are in love. And then it's a story told through letters. I have realized something that I must tell you. What I feel for you, it's not what one feels for a friend. It's more the way one feels towards someone they dearly, dearly love. I am now realizing that fact, and I want you to know that I love you so much. Every day I find myself thinking of you, and I wish we weren't apart as we currently are. I want to be close to you, close enough to touch you, to embrace you, and demonstrate my love towards you. I wish I had the courage to tell you this sooner, before we were so far apart. But sometimes life moves in unexpected ways, and I will accept this as my lot. Please, let me know your response to my feelings, always. And June 10th, 1990. 10. Oh, this is 70. It's the same number as 1, so 1910. That's not 1990. I'm dumb. And I was shocked upon reading your letter and seeing your feelings towards me, bare as they were. It was something I truly did not expect, and seeing your emotions so clearly on the page made me gasp. And it was then I realized something. The truth is, I feel the same way about you. If I am not thinking about you, I am thinking about what you must be doing, or what you might be saying, or how far apart you are from me. And hearing that I have become such an essential part of your life, it flatters me truly. I love you. I really do. And I see that as such an insurmountable fact that I believe you deserve to know. Sincerely, Juliet. June 25th, 1910. Juliet. To hear that you are feeling the same, such music to my ears. I never would have guessed this would happen. In truth, I expected you to be repulsed by my emotions and find me to be abnormal. What a lovely surprise for that not to be the case. After seeing the words "I love you" in your previous letter, they made my heart dance. Hearing someone I love respond in kind is a feeling unlike any I have ever experienced. Thank you, my dear, for loving me. Perhaps we can begin our relationship anew, but this time with an eye for love. I think that would be best, considering our feelings toward each other. Let me know your thoughts, my love, always. And July 12, 1910. And I could not agree more readily than I am doing so now. I want nothing more than to have a relationship with you, whatever that may eventually come to mean. Let us indeed have an eye for love, as you said in your previous letter. Such a cute turn of phrase. I like it. I feel in embracing our feelings towards each other, I have neglected to tell you more about my new life with my father. It is bittersweet. I miss my mother very much, but alas, it seems this is how it must be. At least for now. Still, I miss you dearly. I wish we could walk to the lake together, as we used to do. Now that I know your feelings towards me, I have so many regrets, so many things I wish we could have done together. Perhaps there will be a way for us to do them again, though that will not be for some time. Anyway, those are just my musings. I apologize if I seem gloomy. Sincerely, Juliet. June 25th, 1910. Juliet. It's funny, gloomy is the last word I think of when thinking of you. You're a beautiful person, and musing on the past will never change that. I thought of something that might cheer you up. The flowers have begun to bloom in the garden. Oh, how I want to pluck one and put one in your hair. You will look so beautiful like that. I couldn't stop thinking of that, just for the rest of the day, all day long. I would love to put flowers in your hair and walk beside you to the lake. I don't go to the lake as often anymore. It's not the same without you. But I'm sure this won't be forever. Yes, we may be separated now, but perhaps we will find a way to come together in time. Don't worry, I am confident it will come to be. I hope this letter cheers you up, even if I can't be with you in person. I am always with you in spirit. I love you, always, Anne. August 11th, 1910. Anne, thank you for such a lovely letter. It cheered me up quite a bit. I wish I could have been there to take the flowers from your garden. That would have been lovely. I did pick a fresh Queen Anne's lace from the garden, and it is now sitting in my hair. I wish I could do more, but perhaps picturing me as I am now, flower and all, will be enough for now, I hope. I am almost glad to hear that you aren't going to the lake. It was always our special place, and hearing that it holds such meaning to you is a comforting revelation. Thank you for sharing it with me. I don't quite know how to end this letter, except to say that I love you and I always will. Sincerely, Juliet. August 27th, 1910. Juliet, I'm so glad I was able to cheer you up. Hearing you call yourself gloomy was startling to read, so it's good to hear that you're in a better state of mind. Picturing you with a Queen Anne's lace stem in your hair is a lovely image indeed. Thank you so much for blessing me with it. Yes, perhaps one day we can pick flowers together and experience such a thing with each other. Does that sound agreeable? And I never know how to end letters either, but I do think expressing our love is a fine way to finish one off. So I would do the same. I love you, Juliet. Always, Anne. September 14th, 1910. Anne, my father lately seemed to be suspicious of me. He claims to notice how cheerful I become when I receive a letter from you, and seems to find that odd. I don't know if his suspicions will come to anything, but they do worry me. And they make me wonder, am I on the wrong path? Loving you the way I do now? Perhaps I am truly broken to be doing something like this. Those thoughts run through my head, and their stage never truly ends. It feels like I'm going mad, and I can't help but know my own actions are to blame. Please share your thoughts on this with me. Sincerely, Juliet. September 28th, 1910. Juliet, I simply must correct you. You're not doing anything wrong by loving someone, but I do know how you feel. I have occasionally battled such thoughts myself. Such doubts myself. What am I talking? Love sometimes feels so ephemeral. It's like when you leave your eyes open for too long without blinking, and your vision starts to blur. Nothing seems quite real. Then you blink again, and the world is back to normal. But I don't want everything to go back to normal this time. I want to stay with you, and never want to leave your side. Even if we are apart, I want us to love you. Don't let the words of outsiders sway your mind. Our love will remain strong no matter what your father says or thinks. Always, Anne. October 12th, 1910. Anne, my father has decided he will soon send me away to live with my mother. He thinks that a, quote, motherly touch will fix whatever seems to be wrong with me, which has seemed to make me determined rather than give in to him and my mother's wishes. I would rather try and run away to you. I'll take a train and come back to your home in the countryside. Whatever happens after that, I don't know, but I do know my mother would sniff out our relationship very quickly. She would discover our secret before either of us could blink. So the only option is to come to you. If you approve of my plan, then simply write "my love" in the next letter. I will be eagerly waiting for your reply. I will always love you. Sincerely, Juliet. August 27, 1910. Juliet, my love. Always, Anne. Finn. What? What? I wanna... So it's like an open-ended type of ending? This is like one of the best and worst endings of everything. Like, do they eventually meet up? Or was it too late and like the mom killed her or something? Dude, it was very sweet though. But it was enjoyable and I enjoyed playing it. But like, I don't really like those open-ended endings. Because like, for all I know, they could be dead. But they also could be like together forever in the countryside at Anne's, picking flowers and all that. It was nice. Next game. Okay, this game is called I Hurt Myself. Video warning, flashing images, content warning, self-harm. You don't watch this if you're struggling with self-harm thoughts, suicidal thoughts, all those things. But it is also labeled as LGBT, so I shall be playing this. Depression, suicidality, ... I hurt myself. What's wrong with you? Oh my god. Hanging in there, alright? Yeah, I am. I knew you would. Thanks. And anything I can do to help? Probably not. I can't... Yeah. Okay, there's no way I can. Two. Alright. Oh no, there's a knife. Knives aren't good. Okay. Why is there a random box with knife in a random forest, I assume? Dull kitchen knife. Might as well. No. What is that? The cosmic mandate of my existence has not expired. Hear the voices in the static. Do not go gentle into that. Good night. There is much left to do. Rest now, my love. Created by Pastel, who exists regard. See through your eyelids. How do I see through my eyelids? What the? I don't... Huh? Huh? I am confuzzled. I don't... Am I just dumb? I mean, I know I'm pretty stupid, but... I didn't think I was... Oh. Where the hell do you think you're going? Where the hell do you think you're going? Away? What's wrong with you? I don't know, what's your problem? What's wrong with you? Hanging... Okay, I have to talk to that dude then, I guess. Well, that was a game. I'm not good with these type of explanation things. Okay, I think that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe, do all those good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.